G'day people. I've got 15 minutes between two appointments, and so for those 15 minutes I thought I'd get out and get in the sun. And that is one aspect that people kind of uh, misunderstand, I suppose is the best word, that it's kind of an all or nothing game, and it's not. If you have 5 minutes, get outside. If you have 10 minutes, get outside. If you have 15 minutes, get outside. Because every little helps. It's the same with exercise. If it's a choice between going for a walk for 15 minutes versus sitting inside for 15 minutes, go for a walk for 15 minutes. You get outside, you get in the sun, you get fresh air, you get moving. And it might not seem very much, but there are a lot of little things when you plus them together, they really do add up to a healthier lifestyle. And this is a very simple, a very simple choice, but it's an active choice. Now, I had two choices with the 15 minutes. I could have gone for a walk and been active and then come back, or I chose to sit outside and have greater sun exposure by taking my clothes off and less activity. But I've already been on a long walk today, and I've already had a really good squat session. So my energy expenditure is already up, and therefore I chose to go for sun. Better sun exposure. And it's the same thing. We spend so much time indoors, and then we burn when we go outside because we haven't built up a sun callus, as it were, like a skin's ability to deal with the sun. And it's the same with exercise. You wouldn't get up and go out and try and run a marathon on day one. You kind of train your body to deal with the increased energy expenditure, the increased load on the muscles, the increased load on the joints, and we train it up to be stronger, be better equipped to deal with it. And the sun is the exact same thing. The more time you spend indoors, the less, and then the more time you spend with clothes on, the more fragile your skin becomes. Not to mention, it's also vitally important what you put in your body as to how your body can deal with sun exposure. That's something that people miss out a lot. If you have a crappy diet, chances are your body won't be able to absorb and deal with the sun in the same way that people that eat a good diet full of micronutrients, full of oils, etc., that they can. And that's what I'm doing, and I start that in February. I start my sun callus, getting sun on my skin, in February. As I said before, I'm very fortunate to have windows that open very frequently out of the wind, so I can get some sun exposure whilst laying inside. It's not about tanning, it's not about anything like that, but it's about keeping my skin used to sun exposure so I don't burn. And it's the same now. I will be outside and I will get my skin used to the sun so it doesn't burn. And I've said before, I've used red light therapy to prepare my skin in the first half because there are studies that show red light therapy has an SPF, or a sun protection factor, of about 15. As well as that, it helps repair some of the sun damage and helps keep your skin nice and healthy. And so I've used that, and the last 2 summers that I've been outside, I haven't burnt at all. And that, for me, sensible sun exposure is different to you with sensible sun exposure. So maybe 15 minutes is all it takes. And there are a lot of good benefits of just being outside for 15 minutes in terms of your vitamin D status, which also has a humongously positive and potentially life-saving effect on your vitamin D levels. So next time you've got 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes in between meetings, or in between appointments, whatever, get up and go out for a walk. Even you're in the office, or if you've got lots of clothes on, if you're home office and you can literally strip off and go outside, strip off and go outside, get some sensible sun exposure. I'm not asking you to burn, I'm asking you to get outside, get some sensible sun exposure, and all the benefits that brings.